Good morning, everyone. Such an enthusiastic crowd, but I'll take it. So we're from Wollongong. I should probably say we're from the UN. Such a very diverse team, as you can see up there. We've chosen to address both the challenges that are provided in the brief with regards to switching and privacy engagement. So I'll just quickly go over the challenges that we're up against as presented in the research by the QUT researcher. So at the moment, there's the majority of the sample, at least, they mentioned that they think the deals that they have at the moment for whatever financial process that they're using is the best. And there's also costs involved, both in terms of time and effort and other resources, such as finances as well, that makes it hard for them to switch. And there's also limited information available for them to be able to make an educated switch, or what'd be optimal for them. What's the next slide? In terms of privacy engagement, not everyone. It's a high percentage, but still that still says that not everyone knows that their data is being collected, and more importantly, they don't know the power they have in owning their data or using it to make better choices. Not everyone knows that. Well, not everyone reads the privacy documents that they need to sign up for, at least completely. I mean, we all do that. I can admit to that. Managing use of their data. Like I said, they don't know what they could use their data with, or that they have the right to not opt in. So yeah.
Yeah, so we have identified that there are gaps in the market in terms of information as well as trust. So what we propose is a development of a financial recommendation website by the government, whereas this website will serve as a tool, educational tool for the customers, and will provide the customers with recommendations, suitable recommendations in terms of their financial services as well as comparison services. And it will serve customers to make their decisions depending on the recommendations which are made by the website. So basically the users will be prompted to some of the channels that are used by them quite regularly, like the MyGo website or the internet mobile banking applications, to visit the government recommendation tool website. So the customers will select the financial products that they are interested in, like if they are looking for switching to a credit card, so they will prompted with the choices they have in terms of credit cards. And from their selection, the user is directed to a list of comparison and financial services that will be the most useful for them. And the customers will be presented with selection criteria for each comparison services, as well as there will be testimonials done by the previous customers who have used those services. So these are the criteria that we propose for the comparison services, to evaluate the comparison services, like the costs and fees involved with their comparison websites, the data retention period, which will be of concern to a customer, like how long the service is going to keep their records. There will be a rating on the customer satisfaction, and there will be information on the partners the comparison services are working with. So with those information, and in addition to that, there will be testimonials by the customers. So they have enough information for them to select the comparison services which best suits their requirement.
Okay, so the main behavioural issues that we believe our solution addresses is firstly the status quo and inertia. So customers already have established routines and habits and may not be used to switching, which is why we thought it was a good idea to prompt the customers to the website through apps they regularly use. The second is bounded rationality. So people are stuck in a state because it costs a lot in terms of time and resources to attain more information. And so customers are currently making suboptimal decisions based on the limited information they have available. By presenting them with recommendations that are relevant specifically to them, we hope to overcome this bias. And the last one is fear of missing out. So people are more averse to losses than gains. So in terms of the nudges that we believe our solution creates, so the first one is that by pushing the links out through platforms customers are already using and already thinking about their finances, this hopefully addresses the status quo and inertia bias, because they don't need to go out and find the website themselves. And by sending out the prompts during key periods such as tax time, we believe this will nudge them to think about switching. We also overcome information overload by presenting them with tools and recommendations that are only relevant to them and the products they are currently using. The second nudge is that each comparison tool that is presented will be accompanied by a customer rating as well as an individual testimonial. So we believe this will create a social influence or nudge. And lastly, by having a government-run website and government-issued ratings, we believe that this will create more authority and trust and hopefully ease customers into feeling comfortable switching and sharing their data.
All right, let's have a quick wrap about the benefits for switching. This method acknowledges that customers all have different financial needs, so it's not a one-fit-all model. It personalizes to their own individual experience. It overcomes the information barriers for customers by providing them with information that is easy, simple, and quick to access, and it offers them to enact with this platform in a more informed basis. It avoids choice overload through the knowledge in what financial products that they have. It specifically focuses on the financial products and interests that are available to them, so it doesn't overload them with a significant amount of choices, but just narrows it down to the choices that are available and of importance to them, and provides customers with personalised recommendations. As this is probably going to be run through the MyGov website, it's obviously developed from a stronger trusted platform already, because due to social contracts and all that, the government within the society enacts in their within the population's best interest, rather than from a private sector that uses them rather than that. So that's important. And then that individuals for privacy engagement have a better understanding of the terms and conditions that they're enacting, what they have to do, what positions that they have. And customers can choose to opt in and opt out quite easily. There's no pressure for them. And then it provides customers with the trustworthy recommendations. Obviously, reiterating that point about from a government perspective that they feel more in a safe and secure position. And that's all, thanks. That's all, folks.
So could you explain a little bit more about how your privacy prompts and awareness are actually going to work?
Privacy, yeah, it's like in the criteria that we provide about the comparison services. So they have a score for each comparison service to attest in their dealing with the privacy concerns. So it comes with the criteria that customers are provided with.
So government are going to evaluate the sort of privacy adequacies of each tool?
Yes.
Right, okay.
You mentioned you want to personalize the type of advice. Where does that come from? And if you say government does it, that would have quite big resource implications, or how do you want to solve that problem?
So they're personalised in that before the recommendations are made, they go in and select what financial tools and services they are already using. So for someone that's hasn't got a home loan, we're obviously not going to recommend the service that makes. So it'll be like a filtering effect.
More if you want. No? Well, thanks, guys. Thank you.